Okay, so I've topped up the water, I'm ready to go. It's still pouring down with rain, it's amazing. But I'm going to head further south. I'm going to go down to a place called Ryan, and then from there I'm not quite sure whether I'll go down towards Saint Etienne, but obviously I want to get closer down towards the French-Italian border, because I've decided that I'm going to go into Italy, which I can do from Wednesday. Today's Monday. That'll be my 14 days in France. From there I'm going to catch the ferry from Brindisi across to Ignogamista in Greece, spend a little bit of time in Greece before making my way down into Turkey. So that's the rough plan. There's no time schedule on it really, other than the Schengen shuffle, but that's not going to be a problem. You know, on those days when the sun shines, you're driving through the countryside, you find a good park up, van life can be pretty difficult to beat. On days like today, when it's just teeming with rain non-stop, and has been for the last couple of days, then it's sometimes difficult to forget. Finally, after 3 days of almost continuous rain, it's started off dry this morning. It's still very overcast, but at least the rain stopped, which is the main thing. It's been difficult to film anything because the rain has been quite horrendous. But today I'm on my way down towards Annecy, Lake Annecy. Well, as you can see, it's still pretty misty and dismal. But as I said, at least the rain has stopped after almost 3 days of continuous rain. So yeah, it's a little bit better, but a long way to go to being pleasant. So finally the sun's come out, and what a difference it makes. I've been doing my best to stick to these back roads through France rather than take the motorways. And yes, it takes longer obviously, but yeah, far more picturesque, especially when the sun's shining. So yeah. So I've been parked up a great place overnight, but unfortunately this morning it started off really misty again. But I'm going to go for a walk and into the woodlands, see what it's like. I'm sure it'd be nice, although it is quite misty, so it's not too cold though. Considering I'm nearly 1,000 metres above sea level, it's not too bad at all. Probably see the mist over the top of the tree line here. It looks a little bit more overcast on camera. I don't know, a bit more misty, but yeah, it's not too cold, as I said. So I'm going to follow this track and see where it leads. Well, I've really enjoyed this walk today through the woodlands. It's been really good, enjoyed it a lot. But now it's time to get back up to the camper and get back on the road. So I'm actually driving around the edge of Lake Annecy at the moment. I'm on my way to Albertville, and then I've chosen a road to cross the mountains down into Italy, where I'm hoping there's a small border post. But at least that way I don't have to go through the expensive Mont Blanc tunnel. So it should be quite an interesting route. So I found a great park up in a place called Bourg Saint Maurice, and the park up is actually part of the funicular station. Large area, there's a large car park, and behind which is a large gravel area, and there are several campers parked up here already. I'll swivel round. Gives you a better idea of the parking area now, but if you can see about there, that's the funicular railway that goes up into the mountains. Just behind the parking area where I am is this amazing lake. You see the mountains in the distance. Yeah, really enjoying this park up. I mean, this lake is quite amazing. The park up is free. There are not really facilities there, but it's well worth a stop for a night or two. Maybe that's not quite the same in the sort of winter season, the ski season, but certainly at this time of year it's a fantastic spot. And the weather today is amazing. It's really, really hot. Okay, so this morning I'm leaving France on my way to Italy, and I'm going to climb up over the Col de Petit Saint Bernard. And I'm told this is a pass that not that many people use. In fact, I was talking to a Frenchman yesterday at my park up, and he was saying that he came from Italy over the pass into France, and not long after he crossed the border he got stopped by the French police, who weren't really interested in anything to do with COVID or anything more like that. But when he asked what the problem was, he said that because this pass is used so little, it's quite a popular smuggling route for illegals and things like that. So I don't know, it could be quite an interesting drive, but that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, what can I say? So definitely not the worst place I've ever stopped for lunch. Absolutely amazing views. So having enjoyed my lunch with a view, I continued on towards the border with France and Italy. the views were stunning along the drive, but when I reached the border it was a bit of an anticlimax because both the border posts were in fact closed. The only thing that really greeted me when I arrived there was a dummy of a St Bernard and a dummy border guard on the French side. Strange, but no problems obviously then crossing. So having crossed the border, I just continued on the road. Obviously it was downhill more or less all the way then as we got down towards Aosta Valley in the direction going towards Turin. Again, a really scenic drive. So I continued down through the Aosta Valley, going towards Turin, but I found a great little park up in a town called Arnad, at the base of the mountains. Superb spot with facilities, great views, and yeah, a really good place to stop for my first night in Italy.